Live from the Nicholson School of Communications, it's Tonight's the Night. With special guest David Young and performing act Friends Without Benefits. And now your host, Chris Nielsen.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing tonight? We doing good? All right. Thanks for watching us, and we have a very special show tonight. We're pretty proud of we're proud of over here at UCF at the RTV studio. We have a Skype interview with David Young. It's our very first Skype interview, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. He's currently a writer for The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, so that's awesome. He was also part of the group of writers on College Humor. Very funny site. Also, our improv comedy group from UCF, Friends Without Benefits, pretty cool name, is going to be here for a little show at the end. It's going to be a little different. Yeah. All right, but let's get into some jokes. Officials in Northern California have warned citizens not to feed coyotes who have become aggressive, potentially from ingesting hallucinogenic mushrooms. Well, that explains why one coyote has chased the same roadrunner for almost 70 years. Ted Cruz took an early lead over Donald Trump in Iowa for its caucus last week, and Clinton ranked ahead of Sanders. Really, Iowa? No offense, but you're the first state to officially say, "Yay, Cruz!" But don't mind me, Iowa, just do your thing. That's probably why, you're probably first because the Iowa caucus is first, but still, Cruz? Huh? Two teens in Tennessee have created Dew Shine, which is a mixture of soda and racing fuel. Surprisingly enough, it still tastes better than Dr. Pepper. I mean, come on, Dr. Pepper. You have 23 flavors, and you're still screwing it up. Like 23 flavors. It's trying a little hard. It's like going to the water fountain and putting every single flavor in the cup. That's not gonna end well. Guy Fieri hosted a Super Bowl tailgate yesterday, where the menu included dishes like chickpea meatballs, turkey sliders, and mega Rice Krispies. Not on the menu, his frosted tip flakes. Those are all his. Yeah. House Speaker Paul Ryan quoted the movie Braveheart to unite Republicans in the House of Congress, while under their breath, Democrats seemed to be quoting that other Mel Gibson movie. Jesus Christ. No. I don't know why everybody's quoting Mel Gibson so much, though. A vote was put before the New York City Council to ban horse-drawn carriages from the streets. The council had to vote either yay or nay. 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 Jeb Bush addressed his audience to "Please clap" after an uninspired rally speech he gave Thursday. The crowd only got in the swing of things after Jeb played the YMCA. It's like, okay, now we know what we're doing. Please clap for that joke. Thank you. Ted Cruz was quoted as saying every president of the United States should begin the morning on his knees. So that's how Ted Cruz took the lead. He got the gay vote. Wait a minute. Wait, isn't that implying, though, that, like, he said his? That's implying no female presidents. Shame on you. Tinder users are using the app to match with people and campaign for Bernie Sanders. Well, hey, this marks the first non-medical burn you'll get from your Tinder match. So, that's pretty cool. All right, that's it for our jokes. When we come back, we'll be joined with College Humor actor and current writer for The Tonight Show, David Young. I'm wearing a different clothes so you know that time has passed, and I did it at a different time. Okay, bye. Yeah.
DC Comics brand new superhero collection. Oh no! Central City is under attack from Captain Cold. Luckily, the Flash is here to stop him. Captain Cold is no match for the Flash. The Green Arrow needs the Flash's help. The evil Deathstroke is trying to take over the city. The Green Arrow and Black Canary are here to stop him. Deathstroke is too strong to beat alone. With teamwork, they can defeat Deathstroke once and for all. Our heroes have saved the city. DC Comics Superhero Collection. Each figure sold separately.
Tonight would like to give a very warm welcome all the way from NYC. He's created the comedy team Joey and David. He worked for a time on College Humor, and now he's a writer on Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. Please give it up for David Young. So, hey David, thanks for coming on the show. So first of all, clearly comedy has been a huge part of your life, and so I just wanted to ask, what or who inspired you to get into comedy?
That's a very good question. First, thanks for having me. This is
Thank
very
you.
cool.
This is exciting for us. It's our first Skype interview, so it's.
I mean, we're doing a great job so far.
Woo!
You're doing great. Comedy, it's weird. I don't really have like a specific moment or person. My whole life I've just been interested in making people laugh, and I was like the guy in my family who was the guy who would do the dumb things that would make my sisters laugh and my cousins laugh, and from there I'd do it in school. And it just sort of blossomed from there. Joey actually and I were friends in middle school. So he and I were very early on, like, inspiring each other to get into comedy and do more comedy with each other. So it kind of just, like, grew from there. But there wasn't, like, one specific moment, I'd say.
Did you have the idea, did you always want to do videos on the internet, or did you want to...
No, well, when we started, it was just like, it sounds like I'm an old man at this point, but YouTube was just getting started. So we actually didn't want to put them on YouTube because we always thought like the YouTube quality and the videos were really like...
they were back then.
They were just bad.
Yeah.
And we were like, it's going to lower the quality of our stuff. So we wanted to make like QuickTime files and put them on our website. And then we put them on YouTube, and a lot of cool stuff happened from that. But no, the reason why we started making the videos was just because I was at the time an assistant at The Daily Show, and he was still a student at NYU, and we just wanted a creative outlet. So we just started making these videos on the weekends to make ourselves laugh, and then we put them online, and then obviously more people found them. Yeah.
So is that how College Humor discovered you?
Yeah. So College Humor. So Joey and I moved out to Los Angeles to pursue some opportunities based on our web stuff. And then we, there was a writer's strike, which happened in I don't remember now, 2008 or 9.
Yeah.
And that kind of slowed things down, and people were a little bit tighter with their money in terms of giving their money to these two young idiots on YouTube. And so College Humor came in after that, and they said, hey, why don't you come back to New York? You could write some sketches for us. And so I came back to New York, and I've been here ever since.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what were your favorite videos that you were able to do for College Humor, or Joey and David, or anything that
Joey and David was just it was a very special thing because it was all Joey and I did everything. We edited, we shot, we acted in a lot of them.
Oh yeah.
So literally every video that Joey and I made, I feel very personally attached to. And College Humor, there was a web series that I did with another writer, Sarah Schneider, called Full Benefits, that I was really proud of. And that was fun to do just because it was a little bit of a departure from what College Humor usually did. It was like a romantic comedy in a way.
Yeah.
And it was fun to sort of put a different thing tonally on the website. And so that I'm really proud of. And I don't know. There are a lot of hardly workings that I wrote there was one with Chris Gethard, where he plays a stepdad who always brings in cheese pizzas. Really stupid, but Pat Castles and I wrote that, and I was really proud of that one. There's been a bunch.
Yeah.
That place was crazy because that was like, we literally had nothing to do but just write comedy.
That sounds fantastic. It's like
it was great.
A paradise for comedians.
And, you know, that group of people have gone on to do, I think every single person that I worked for or worked with there has gone on to write for TV shows now. So it was cool to, you know, have everyone together for a couple of years to basically write whatever we want.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, so moving on from College Humor, when did you get the job on the working with Jimmy Fallon? Was it Late Night that you started?
It was Late Night.
Yeah.
So I basically wanted to. I mean, my dream was always to write for TV, and specifically, I interned at the Late Show with David Letterman, and then I worked. I was an intern and worked at the Daily Show. So like late night comedy was always my dream, and from, you know, the Joey Davis stuff, I was able to get some representation, an agent and a manager, and they said, "Hey, there's an opening at Late Night." That's what it was at the time. Do you want to submit a packet? And that's sort of what you do as a writer. You submit a packet with sample jokes and some stuff that shows your own voice, but also things that you could sort of say, look, I could do this for your show, and it sort of fits the tone of your show. Mm-hmm. And that happened once, and I didn't get it. And then it happened a second time, I didn't get it. And then it happened a third time, and that's when I got my interview. Yeah,
Three times the charm, and then you got on.
I think the way it works, I mean, I still don't know really, and I don't really want to ask my boss, the head writer, because I don't want to question a good thing. But I think it's just, you know, they see a pile, and they kind of want to make sure that you're not a one-hit wonder. So they have you look at a pack, and if they like it, they kind of put it aside and mark it. And then if you submit again, it's like, oh, he really wants this. And then again, you know, oh, let's bring him in for an interview. So it was like all told, probably like 9 months of from my first packet to my last. And so I went from College Humor to Late Night, and that was in 2012. And yeah, it was just it came from me wanting to write for TV. And at that point, Jimmy it was a show, and it was definitely, it knew what it was, but it still was growing. So it was cool to be a part of something that was still somewhat new. And I think, you know, it was a few years old at that point, but it was cool. And then the transition to the Tonight Show was a stressful and intense experience, but also just so cool to like be at the start of something from the ground level and watch it like blossom into what it is now, which sounds cheesy, I know, but it's been cool to be a part of.
Now that you become a father, how do you feel like that's changed your comedy style or your approach to comedy?
I wouldn't say no. It's tough because like right now, my job, and I could go back and tell you what a day's like, but my days are long, so they, you know, the hardest thing of having kids and being a comedy writer is balancing the like being a dad, but also, you know, being a writer is a pretty selfish thing. Like, it's just like you've got to sit there in front of a computer and think about your ideas and write them. And you can't really have people around you or kids for that matter crying. You really need to focus. So the biggest change is just carving out the time necessary to come up with ideas and write comedy. In terms of like changing my style, it's still the same things I find funny. I just like now trying to get a 2-year-old to laugh.
That's awesome.
It's very fun, and they're tougher audiences than you'd think.
If you didn't go into comedy, what do you think you would have done? And would you have done magic? Because we heard that you used to be a magician for a time.
How did you know that? How did you find out?
I didn't learn about that, but our writer here, Jordan, did, and he.
Wow.
Yeah, he did his research.
That's impressive research. I would love to be a magician. I'd still currently would love to be a magician.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm able to be one because I'm not a very good magician. I always wonder what I would do if I didn't do comedy because I'm not equipped, and my wife can attest to this. Like I can't do anything. Like I'm really like a moron when it comes to everything else.
I feel the same way. I'm like, at least I have this to actually do something because otherwise I feel pretty useless. I
can't like provide to our society in any way. I mean, I like those reality shows, the $1 Million Listing on Bravo, like the reality shows about real estate. So maybe I'd do real estate.
That's a good answer. That's something.
That's like if a gun was put to my head. I mean, I really feel like I would be at home living with my parents still, and I really don't know what I would do. I don't.
Probably magic on the side, though, right?
I would definitely do magic on the side. I would do some bar bat mitzvahs, a wedding here or there, and
See, laughs are one thing, but you want to go for gasps as a magician, you know?
Yeah,
those are, you know, you want people to, you know.
Really do.
Exactly.
Drop, a jaw drop. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's it for our interview with David Young. Thank you, David Young, for being here.
Thank you. This is really fun.
Thanks for our first Skype interview, and back to the studio.
DC Comics brand new superhero collection. Oh no! Central City is under attack from Captain Cold. Luckily, the Flash is here to stop him. Captain Cold is no match for the Flash. The Green Arrow needs the Flash's help. The evil Deathstroke is trying to take over the city. The Green Arrow and Black Canary are here to stop him. Deathstroke is too strong to beat alone. With teamwork, they can defeat Deathstroke once and for all. Our heroes have saved the city. DC Comics Superhero Collection. Each figure sold separately.
Welcome back. Tonight we'd like to welcome. Welcome back. Tonight we'd like to welcome the improv group, the Friends Without Benefits, to our show for a special occasion. It's Valentine's Day soon, so tonight's the night is going to have our first dating game. I'll be asking these three bachelors a series of questions, but you guys didn't have any women in your improv troupe? That's okay. Each of them has a strange identity. I'll be asking them questions, and I'm going to try to find out what their special identity is by the end of the game. At the end, I'll just try, and we'll see how good I do. I don't know. Hopefully I can get this. All right. So, you guys ready? That was very lackluster, but okay.
Yes.
Yes. That's what I want. Okay, enthusiasm. Actually, I'm looking for enthusiasm the most. No, I'm just kidding. All right, bachelor number 1. If you could be one flavor of ice cream, what would it be?
Well, you know, there are many different types of ice cream. There's vanilla. That's always a good choice. I'm more of a classic chocolate kind of guy.
Okay, chocolate. Okay, that's good. All right, bachelor number 2. What would you do for our first date? Smoke, I guess.
I can't tell you that.
Oh, you can't?
I'd have to kill you.
Is that what's going to happen, or is that?
I don't know.
Okay,
is that what's going to happen?
I hope not. I will try to.
Yeah, you better hope not.
I will keep my distance. Whew, okay. Bachelor number 3. Who is your celebrity crush?
Oh my God, why would you ask something like that?
I don't know. It was on.
Oh my God. So my celebrity crush would probably be someone like, somebody totes like Channing Tatum. Only shirtless though. You know me.
I don't. That's what these questions are for. But round 2, I guess. Bachelor number 1. What would you like to wear when you go to bed?
That's a great question. Typically I just like to I like to wear a little teddy to bed sometimes, or I like to just man, that sounds really good. That sounds really good.
Okay, just to be clear, you like to wear a teddy bear when going to bed?
I'd just like to wear a little teddy, little nice lingerie kind of.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. Okay. Bachelor number 2. Who are you going to vote for in the 2016 presidential election?
What an inappropriate question.
Yikes. Okay. Are you
How
smoking
dare
something
you.
different now?
It's a martini.
Oh, my bad. I thought you were smoking out of it. Okay, so you just don't want to really answer my questions here at all.
Can't do it.
You can't do it.
I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
I like to remain mysterious.
Clearly. Yeah. Bachelor number 3. What is your favorite planet in our solar system and why?
Oh my God, did my dad ask you that to tell me that question? Like, first he buys me that blue Prius when I totally asked for the red Corvette, and now he is trying to get me to learn the solar system planets? No, I will not have that, okay?
You are far too old to not know the solar system planets, but that's okay. At least I think you are. I'm not really sure what your identity is still. So, all right, we're going into round 3 now. Bachelor number 1. If you were a coffee from Starbucks, what would it be and why?
Well, look, I've been in show business a long time, and you develop your favorites, and gosh, I don't. I'd probably say just black, real strong coffee. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Strong coffee,
Strong.
chocolate ice cream,
I could use some.
and a teddy bear lingerie. 2 of those things are pretty simple, but okay. All right. Bachelor number 2. What is your spirit animal and why?
Well, I'm gonna have to level with you.
Okay.
Can't tell you that either.
Won't tell me anything. Okay. All right. I really can't get a read on you, buddy. Okay.
It's complicated.
Clearly. Bachelor number 3. What are you most scared of and why?
What am I most scared of? Oh, that's a good question. I would have to say not having access to all my money. But, the one thing that doesn't scare me is a wet t-shirt contest. Am I right?
All right, not shy from wet t-shirt contest. Okay, we have very, very different people here. That's the end of my line of questioning, so I guess I have to find out who you guys are. Okay. All right, so Bachelor 1. I think you're, are you Martin Scorsese? No. Or Robert De Niro?
No, I like to be in motion pictures. I just.
You don't like to be in them. You're in show business, though. So
I'm in show business, yeah. But I like to be in front of the camera. I got a big following on the internet. I don't really understand most of it because it's kind of beyond my time and all. But I'm a big figure. That kind of thing.
But not Robert De Niro or Martin Scorsese.
No.
I don't know. What are you?
I'm a very tired Christopher Walken.
Oh! Shoot. All right. Yeah. I would date Christopher Walken. There you go.
I just assumed he would wear a teddy to bed. He just seems like that kind of guy.
A teddy. Yeah. So Bachelor number 2. You don't care, clearly, and you can't tell me anything, which makes me sound like you're Al Pacino in a interview that doesn't want to. You just don't want to know. Not Al Pacino.
Not even close.
Not even close. All right. What's the farthest thing from Al Pacino that? What are you?
I was supposed to be a secret agent who can't reveal anything about himself.
The martini. That was the. All right. And lastly, Bachelor number 3. You are a spoiled valley girl, rich girl. I really hope so.
That is exactly right.
Hey!
California. Okay, all right. So I didn't get that part right, but all right. So that was our dating game, but I do have some questions for you guys so we can get to know the real you, not tired Christopher Walken, secret agent, and California Valley girl. But that was fun, guys. That was good.
Yeah. I really am a secret agent.
Really? So it wasn't even like acting.
No,
Yeah.
it's real me.
Well, I'm really a very tired Christopher Walken, so
That's your spirit animal.
that's my spirit animal. Yeah, Christopher Walken.
All right. So how did you guys get interested in improv and comedy?
Well, I've been doing it a long time. I started sort of at FGCU and I transferred over here, and the three of us met at the Improv Academy, which is a club on campus here, and we sort of formed our own troupe. Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's correct.
Is it just you guys, or
No,
is
we
there...
have three other people. Sorry,
Okay.
one of them is Jordan, who's actually the producer on the show.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And two others, we won't mention them.
Oh,
Just kidding.
Okay.
They're great, but they couldn't-
okay. They're not
they couldn't
allowed
come
to.
today.
They're not allowed to.
So yeah, there's
Be
6
named.
of us. I can't.
There's six of us total. Yeah, we have Shannon Gallagher and Bradley Cinnamon. Is that how you say his name?
Sinanan.
Sinanan. Sorry,
That's
your
probably
name?
still wrong, honestly, but
it's probably still wrong.
oh,
We can't get his name right. We've known him for a long time
He's gonna
too.
hit me,
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
but
at least you mentioned him. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 6 people you guys perform with? All right, cool. And the name of your group, how do you come up with that? Friends Without Benefits.
he came
That's
up with
very-
it.
Well, that's what we are. I mean, when you look at it.
That's true. Also, yeah, he came up with it in a group chat one day. Like
Yeah.
when we first got together, we asked everyone if they wanted to do it. He was just like throwing out names, and
I like it.
he was like "Friends Without Benefits." I was like, "That's hilarious," and he was like, "Really? That sucks." And I was like, "Too bad. That's our name now." So
It's been haunting me ever since. Yeah.
It was your fault for suggesting it, though.
Mistakes have been learned. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. So where do you guys usually perform improv? If you're the UCF improv troupe here, so where do you guys usually go to perform?
well, funny thing about that. Well, we do like the academy. They have like academy shows, which is basically like members of the club watching other members perform,
Okay.
and you can invite like friends if you want to. They also do High Tide event, which is just like an event of like improv and comedy sketches. Yes, sketches and like stuff at Space Bar in the Milk District here in Orlando. And we haven't performed there yet, but that's what we plan on doing. We just like made our troupe like.
Where can we see you perform next?
Probably CIT, which is the college improv tournament, and that's at Atlanta. That's not like a really show around here,
Okay.
but
So if you're not doing
come next
anything,
weekend. Yeah, just
Yeah, you can go check them out.
Come
All
out
right,
to
so
Atlanta.
we're
Take a
actually out of time
7-hour
now. So we're going to have to go to commercial, but hey, guys, thanks for being on the show. Thanks for doing the dating
Thank you for
game.
having
Can we get a
us.
big round of
Thank
applause for these guys? All right. Thanks, everybody. And, is that the end of the show? That's the end of the show. usually a musical guest plays us out, but we don't have any music this time, so it's just me sitting here.